Hey guys, Wildman TX here, looking at my Second World War attack. I'm in Enlightenment Age Town Center, looking at another Enlightenment Age Town Center. And so I am needing to attack an equal base. Normally I like to attack up an industrial base, but at this point we're just going for extra stars. This base has been 1-starred, so there's a possibility of getting 4 more stars. Shouldn't be that difficult. You see just a few boxes here. Really, I'm worried about this Angkor Wat. I want to make sure I take care of that because it does a good job of keeping the defenders alive. And so really it looks like it's going to be pretty open of deploying my troops up here in the top left of the screen, getting there on that Angkor Wat, and then just focusing in on that. And really, all your splash damage besides that readout is tucked back behind there. So I should have a pretty easy job of dropping my troops. And if you watch the most recent video I had a problem with it deploying my troops in correct amount of time, and I got 100%, but it's only a 4-star because I didn't get that quick victory. So I am looking at a quicker deployment here, and you can see my alliance mates gave me 2 cannons because they are awesome like that. And I like to bring a lot of just basic troops, 30 Praetorian Fusiliers for the initial meat shield and wiping out that first layer of defense. The only heavy cavalry type that I bring are my Templar Knights and then my Mahouts or elephants. I like to bring those in my mercenary camp. And so you're going to see here that my number one goal is to get all of my troops on the top left and just get them out in the correct amount of time. And there's a lot of troops to deploy. And so I'm not even worried about using a sabotage on that readout. That's going to be pretty easy. I'll save my sabotages for these inner troops right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just drop a few over here on the left, just because I want to funnel. So if I could just take care of that right there and wipe those out right there. What I want to do is I want to funnel so that everyone is in here in the middle. I am going to go ahead and keep a few of my troops for cleanup. You don't want to get that 97% because you have your guys banging on a wall at the end of a raid. And so we're going to go ahead and just get everyone else in here. And once we get everyone deployed, I can go ahead and get them focused in on that town center. You notice we've already got everyone in here, and they're all going right into the mid. And so we're all out. So let's go ahead and get that focused. And since we're all in there, let's get our protect. Let's get our strength at the gladiator. And we are going to hose them. So we're good. We're in the mid. Look at that. 1 sabotage takes out those 2. And that sabotage was unnecessary because we're already in there, but that's all right. And so I don't even need an elephant army. I'll probably keep that for next war. But we're in the mid, and we're able to take care of these troops here. And so it looks like we're kind of going around on the outside. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just leave. I'm going to go ahead and drop a few of my final troops out here on the left just to finish up this cleanup because that's like the other end of the map. And it looks like we did what we wanted. We got our main group of troops right here into the core, and we're able to take care of all of your major splash damage troops. And so we are just blowing through this. I have lost most of my Praetorian Fusiliers. That's to be expected. I haven't lost any of my cannons, haven't lost any of my supply wagons. And so this is a pretty simple 5-star. If you're in Enlightenment Age Town Center, I would definitely suggest using this composition. And the only problem is if you look at my first World War attack video on this particular war, it's the most recent one I uploaded before this one, I had a problem deploying all my troops in time. It was the enemy houses or the enemy buildings were too close to the edge, and so I had a hard time getting the screen to recognize that I was deploying troops because it was almost an out of bounds. And so this particular map really gave me a nice, easy spot up there in the top left. You see that? In order to drop the troops. So you really want to see if you can deploy your troops in an open area, and so you don't have to worry about fighting the forest and having that message come up saying you cannot deploy in that area. So real simple, 5-star, no big deal. And I will go ahead and show you my retraining cost. Now, obviously I used most of my war tactics, but you see we're going to go ahead and win this war. Grabbed an extra 4 stars. But if you look at the retraining cost, this is a pretty good successful raid because only, not counting the tactics I used, but 19,000 food for retraining the troops. I mean, that wasn't very much at all.